You know that feeling when you wake up at 3 in the morning with your hip bone pressing into what feels like bare rock, convinced the ground got harder overnight? Yeah, that is almost always a sleeping pad problem, not a ground problem. The right pad turns a miserable night into actual restorative sleep, and the market right now is honestly the best it has ever been, from featherweight backpacking pads to full orthopedic setups that rival your mattress at home. I have rounded up the 7 best sleeping pads worth your attention, one for every kind of camper out there. All the links are down in the description, so let's dive in. Kicking things off is the Funpack sleeping pad, and this one is all about convenience. It comes with a built-in foot pump, an attached pillow, and a waffle-style baffle pattern that does a really nice job of distributing your weight evenly across the surface. The fabric is a 40 denier nylon with a thermoplastic coating, which strikes a smart balance between packability and toughness. What I love is how quickly you set it up. You just step on the foot pump for about 45 to 90 seconds and you're done. No huffing and puffing into a valve until you're dizzy. Because you're inflating it with ambient air instead of your breath, the inside stays dry, which means you won't end up with that musty smell that plagues so many other pads after a few seasons. It's brilliant for car camping, music festivals, or setting up a guest bed when family comes to visit. You can even snap 2 together to make a double, which is fantastic for couples. One small tip, side sleepers might aim for around 85% inflation rather than fully firm because the waffle pattern feels its best when you sink slightly into those grooves. Moving up in the comfort department, we have the Zubalives Airlive 2000, and this thing is a beast in the best possible way. We're talking 4 inches of thickness, which is essentially a proper mattress you can roll up and toss in the trunk. The 75 denier polyester construction makes it one of the most durable pads on this list, and the surface has a slightly grippy texture that keeps your sleeping bag from sliding around all night. Compared to the Funpack, the Zubalives is built for people who really want that plush, at-home mattress feel. Side sleepers are gonna love this because your shoulder and hips sink in without ever touching the ground. Picture this, you're on an overlanding trip in the mountains, you pull into camp after a long day behind the wheel, and in about 2 minutes you've got a 4-inch thick bed waiting inside the tent. That's the kind of experience this pad delivers. It's on the heavier side at just over 3 pounds, so it's really in its element for base camp setups and motorcycle camping. Now let's shift gears and talk about the ultralight category with the Therm-a-Rest NeoAir Xlite and XT. This is the flagship pad for serious backpackers, and the engineering here is genuinely impressive. You're getting a 4.5 R value at just 13 ounces, which is a weight-to-warmth ratio that's hard to beat anywhere on the market. The triangular core matrix gives you a stable, non-bouncy surface, and the ThermaCapture reflective layer bounces your body heat right back where you want it. The big story with the NXT version is that it's 83% quieter than the previous generation, which was a common gripe with older models. They also bumped it up to 3 inches of thickness, so side sleepers feel properly supported now. The wing lock valve is genuinely clever, letting you inflate without air sneaking back out between breaths, and the rapid deflate mode packs it down in seconds. Quick pro tip, give it a top off right before you crawl into your bag since the air inside contracts slightly as temperatures drop overnight. For Pacific Crest trail hikers or anyone counting every ounce, this is the gold standard and a premium pick that absolutely justifies the investment. For those who want a completely different sleeping experience, the Elegear Cumbre X takes things in a whole new direction with memory foam. This hybrid pad combines a 3.15-inch layer of high-density memory foam with a self-inflating air core, and the result feels shockingly close to a real mattress. The drawstring support technology creates internal tension points that keep the pad from deforming under heavy loads with a weight capacity of up to 800 pounds. Compared to the bouncy feel of pure air pads, the Cumbre X has this calm, dampened support that stays consistent all night. It's marketed as a 4-season pad with excellent insulation, which makes it a fantastic option for winter base camps or anyone who deals with chronic back pain. The memory foam also has a cool side benefit, it actually absorbs sound, so this ends up being one of the quietest pads on the entire list. Just keep in mind it takes up more pack space than a pure air pad, so this one is really in its element for car camping or van life setups. Sitting right in the middle of our lineup is the Oramus sleeping pad, and this is what I'd call the smart upgrade pick for someone moving beyond a basic foam roll. You get 4 inches of thickness and a V-shaped support system that cradles you in a clever way, lifting the hips and shoulders while giving the spine a natural valley to settle into. It uses 40 denier nylon with a thermoplastic lamination and has an anti-slip surface treatment that actually keeps your sleeping bag in place. The integrated pillow is a nice touch, and the foot pump is fast, with a full inflation in around 35 seconds. What really sets this apart from the Funpack is how the V-shape keeps you centered all night. You know that feeling of waking up with your head halfway off the pad? That basically doesn't happen here. Imagine setting up camp at a state park for a weekend, the kids tumble into their tent, and the Oramus inflates in under a minute while you're still getting the cooler situated. It's ideal for weekend trips and short backpacking adventures. For the minimalist crowd, the Clement Static Lite is a classic that just keeps earning its spot. This pad is all about efficiency, using deep-welled V-chambers that are anatomically mapped to support your head, shoulders, hips, and feet exactly where you need it. The hybrid fabric combines a lightweight 30 denier polyester on top with a rugged 75 denier polyester on the bottom, giving you durability where it matters without adding unnecessary weight. The whole thing packs down to the size of a soda can, which is pretty remarkable. This is a favorite among fastpackers and trail runners because it slides into a running vest without eating up your entire pack. Compared to the NeoAir NXT, the Clement trades some insulation for an incredibly friendly entry price and a pack size that's hard to match. It's best thought of as a warm weather specialist. Absolutely brilliant for summer desert trips or fast and light missions where ounces matter and temperatures stay mild. Rounding out the list, we have the Gear Doctor's Apollo Air, and this one might be the biggest value in the entire lineup. You're getting a 5.2 R value, which puts it firmly in 4-season territory at just 17 ounces. That kind of weight-to-warmth ratio used to be reserved for premium pads, costing 2 or 3 times as much. The Ethersoft nylon exterior is softer and less slippery than standard fabrics, and the included pump sack is well designed, making inflation quick without the lung workout. Testers using this pad in sub-freezing conditions in the Rockies and northern Canada have consistently reported 0 ground chill, which is exactly what you want from a 4-season pad. Compared to the NeoAir NXT, the Apollo Air is a touch heavier and comes in fewer size options, but it delivers comparable warmth at a fraction of the cost. The company also stands behind their product with a solid warranty and replacement parts for the valve, which is refreshing for a smaller brand. So to wrap this up, here's how I'd break it down. If you're a thru hiker counting every gram, the Therm-a-Rest NeoAir Xlite NXT is the premium pick that delivers on every metric. For cold weather adventures on a smart budget, the Gear Doctor's Apollo Air gives you 4-season performance without the sticker shock, while the Elegear Cumbre X is your orthopedic winter base camp champion. Side sleepers and comfort-first campers should look hard at the Zubalives Airlive 2000 for car camping or the Oramus for lighter trips. The Clement Static Lite is the perfect summer minimalist pad, and for festivals, family camping, and anyone who wants the most user-friendly all-in-one setup, the Funpack is a fantastic choice. All the links are waiting for you in the description, so go grab whichever pad fits your adventures best. If this helped you out, hit that subscribe button and I'll catch you on the next one.